Hey, kinfolk, welcome back to Keeping It Neat with Derek and Nick. I am Derek, Executive Bourbon Steward.
I'm Nick, Executive Bartender.
And we are live for Jockeying for Blanton's tonight.
Woo!
And as we have been doing, you saw our picture, we had it up earlier. As you saw, there it is. Nick riding, he's in first place. He's winning the race right now. But we're bringing it up. And, so it's Jockeying for Blanton's tonight. And as we've been doing, we're going to kill some time as we wait for people to come in and start watching, as we normally do here. We give it a few minutes, let everyone come in, so we can they can start commenting and joining in for the drawing later on. But what are we going to be doing? Oh, so there's a couple of things actually we're going to talk about before I bring it in. Actually, we're going to talk about old age, mine, and how you can get injured just sitting in your chair. That's things that stuff like that again. And we got Nick right here with his amazing hair going on. Still, he's just letting it grow out. I can't wait. This is like a weekly thing now. I don't know. We should have like the timer or something going on with that. But so we'll be right back in 1 second, and we're going to get into this tonight. Oh, hey, and we're back. All right. You caught me in my impromptu dancing scheme, but we have a whole routine. Me and Nick worked out. Maybe when we're back at the studio, we'll finish up our dances together. But right now, it's all dancing by yourself. It's a lonely dance. I don't even know if there is one. So they're called the Tingo, not the Tango.
The Tingo?
Yeah, the Tingo. Tingo, and I guess, I don't know.
Tingo.
But actually, what we were going to do tonight, before we started off with everything here, is we were going to do a taste off, not of whiskey, folks. No, whiskey would be too easy. We are going to
jump in. We can't go right away and just jump in that.
Laffy Taffy and Now and Later bananas. So we're going to try and see which one is the true champion between those two right now, because we've had some persons of executive bourbon status who says everything tastes like a Laffy Taffy of some way, shape, or form. So we're going to see if this is actually Now and Later's or if they are actually Laffy Taffy. So which one are you going with first there, Nick?
I am opening mine first. I think we deserve to start it off with the Laffy Taffy, right?
Laffy Taffy. Okay, well, we got our Laffy Taffies. We're ready to get in as soon as Nick opens it. Oh, my God. Dropping it everywhere. Now, the upside to Laffy Taffies is on every one they have a joke. Remember that.
Yes, and it will come.
Will it?
I like the banana flavor of this. It reminds me of like Willy Wonka's Runts, the banana and Runts.
Oh, okay, yep. That's good. Flavored with natural flavors. I don't know what that means. That could be any natural flavor, I guess.
All right, well.
I'm going to cleanse the palate like I always do in between real whiskey and this. So
yeah, that's fair. Fair.
That is fair. I know. I'm a fair guy most of the time. I try to be anyway. All right, now we're going in for the Now and Later. Banana Now and Later. Let's give that a try. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. They're very similar.
They are. But
Now and Later is a little weaker to me. But it does not weaker. It doesn't taste as artificial, I guess.
It doesn't taste as artificial, or it doesn't taste as banana-y as the other one.
Same sort of thing. So, I think the Laffy Taffy has a little bit too much artificial sweetener.
Okay.
Of banana in it, so it's stronger.
Yep.
Whereas Now and Later is a little bit weaker. So, I'll give you a joke while you think about your ideas.
Okay.
What type of fly loves bread?
Type of fly loves bread.
Yep.
I do not know, honestly. These are getting tougher. I don't understand the difficulty.
A butterfly.
All right. Good
You're
Lord.
welcome.
Thank you. I actually like the Laffy Taffies better than the Now and Laters.
I think I do too.
I think it's got a little bit. I like the flavoring in it. It tastes a little more banana-y than the Now and Later. and it's a little softer texture too. It's not as like I want to say grainier maybe of a texture in the now and laters versus that Lafayette Taffy. So yep. So today, folks, we are doing a giveaway. We've been doing that. The only thing you need to do is just make some comments in here. We've got a few comments going on. We've got James Finch. Hello, James. We got Darren.
Hey,
We've got
Darren.
Brian Ferrari. Well, Brian, you checked in with us, and I'm going to let everybody know how my old age and my elbow are doing after my emergency room run today for that. We got hello from Houston. Who's from Houston?
Laurie.
Oh, Laurie. Hello, Laurie. We got Bill Kitcher in the house. Mr. Oh, what's that?
Do some housekeeping. Tell them to put their names on.
Okay. Yeah. So again, too, folks, if you could, right above where we're going live right now on the StreamYard post, if you're watching us on Facebook, directly above that, you'll see a little link. If you scroll all the way down past the prize drawing stuff, it'll say we are using StreamYard. Click on that blue link, follow it through. You can give all the permissions. So that way, when you comment, we see your name in the comments. When they come up in the StreamYard stream. For whatever reason that you have to do that with Facebook, it doesn't just release your name. You have to give it permission to do so. So if you could do that, that'd be great. That way, and for future episodes and for tonight, if you did it right now, that'd be fine too. You'd be able to come right back in, so don't worry. But doing that, what do we say? Oh, for our giveaways tonight, that's where I was at. Our giveaways tonight. If your name is drawn for the main prize, you have a choice. We have two things you can choose from. So we have a bottle of Blantons. So we'll have a bottle of Blantons for you if you would like that. And we're going to give a sample of the Blanton's Gold with that. So you'll get a bottle of regular Blantons and you'll get a sample bottle of the Gold. We also will be giving away tonight for number 2 is a T-shirt. So one of these T-shirts here, I've got a couple of sizes left. I have in the red T-shirt, I have 1 extra large left, and I have 1 double extra large in red. And in black, I have 2 double extra larges in the black T-shirts. So if you win that, you'll also get a sample of regular Blantons, and you'll get a sample of the Gold. So you'll win a T-shirt and 2 sample bottles. The bigger prize, or the one of the first prize, or the main prize, I guess you could say, is a bottle of Blantons and a 750 milliliter bottle of Blantons, and you'll get a sample of the Blanton's Gold, which right now isn't available for release in the U.S. Should be coming out this year, but so whoever gets drawn first, their name drawn first, will get a choice. They can pick between the two, whatever they want. The runner-up will get whatever's left over from the first place pick. So that's how we'll do that. We'll announce that. We'll talk about that some more later on. Yes, and we're going to talk about concern of my elbow from today. For whatever reason today, while at work, my elbow decided to swell up like a balloon. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. I thought I may have gotten bit or stung by something because I went to my next area. Said my arm felt weird. I touched it. It was all puffy and squishy on my left elbow. I took a picture of it, took a picture of my right arm. They were totally different. You could definitely tell it was really swollen. I gave it a little while. Then I contacted my higher ups, went to them, told them that I wanted to get my arm checked out because I don't know what had happened. Well, I'm going to tell you what happened. It's called bursus. I have a bursus sac in your elbow. Everyone has one. Well, guess what? You know what? When you get old, you can injure that by sitting. And that's what I did. It's from rubbing your elbow on a hard surface for a long period of time, and you can rupture or irritate it. And that's what happened to me. So I went and I got x-rays, did everything. We had a really nice, got escorted in. We had VIP service for me today. It was amazing. It helps to know people. And Becca, actually, the Bourbon Babe, knew somebody, got me in, got me out. I was in and out of the emergency room in an hour and a half, less than an hour and a half, like an hour and 15 minutes with x-rays. So that is pretty darn good. So cleared to go back to work. So I'll be back at work tomorrow. Nothing major, thank goodness. I have didn't need that in my life right now. But the swollen elbow was kind of weird. I was kind of worried about it because I never had it, and it was actually sore. But come to find out, that is the reason why. So we're all better right now. Just a little ice, a little ibuprofen for it, take down the swelling, and they said just rest it up and you'll be fine. But I'm cleared to go back. So anybody else? Paul Lavelli, what did he say? Can't be. What's this? Can it be the shirt you are wearing now? Don't wash it.
Yes.
Yes, and yes, it can, Paul.
I'll take the new shirt. You can have this one off my back.
Wow, you can have. Well, his actually, if you wanted an extra large, that would be Nick's shirt because I got the sell on right now. So
mine was sweaty today.
It was. James Finch thought maybe it was a murder hornet got me. You know what? Maybe it was.
No, if it was, you wouldn't be alive.
No, I'm dead because it's a murder hornet. That's what they do. They kill you.
They murder you.
It's no joke. So we don't mess around with murder hornets around here. But you know what we're going to be doing this evening. Nick, do you have something else? I know you wanted to talk about something, and what the heck was it? Because I didn't write it down. So
I did. Did I?
Dude, you know what? We're going to start with this. First thing, Bourbon Bay Becca, can you please write down for the meeting minutes that Nick needs a pad to write down on? Thank you. Yeah. All right. So that we're going to get that to Nick next week along with his sample.
I don't remember. I'm literally like, do I have something to talk about?
You wanted to bring up? Maybe it was. Maybe I was just thinking of the Laffy Taffy. Maybe that was it. But so we're going to be.
You want another Laffy Taffy joke?
No. Oh yes. I want another joke. Not another Laffy Taffy. I'll be fine with a joke though.
All right. Yikes. Okay. All right. Here we go. What kind of phone needs gas?
What kind of phone needs gas? Oh.
An automobile.
Oh, automobile.
Yeah, you can put the two together. And
Jeff Rossman.
Some of these are really bad, but I refuse to read any that I don't eat. So.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. So there'll be a lot of jokes.
Yes.
Nick likes them all. So I haven't seen him put down a Laffy Taffy that he hasn't liked. He reads them all.
I usually giggle.
But you know what we're doing tonight? We're actually, it was in our thumbnail. We're going to be doing Blantons. We're going to be doing the regular Blantons, comparing it to the Blanton's Gold. And because in some circles it is called the Canadian Blantons, we're going to be trying Caribou Crossing Canadian Whisky just to see how it compares to that. Now, the only problem with this one is that it is actually only 80 proof versus the Blanton, which comes in at 93, and the Blanton's Gold, which comes in at 103 proof. So there's a little more proofing in the other two. So I think it would be a fairer comparison if one of them was actually 80 to compare against the Caribou. But we'll get into that later on when we're moving through. Nick, do you have your whiskey poured, sir?
Nope. But
there it is. He's got a sample bottle. He's going to be breaking it out in a second. Oh, we're also going to be showing a T-shirt that was made by one of our fans for Bourbon Bay Becca. So, we're going to show that in a little while. We're waiting for, a couple more people maybe they'll come in. Let's see what Darren says. Darren says, so guys, couldn't score a Blanton's tonight, but I'm drinking Jefferson's Ocean aged at sea. Have you tried it? Yes, we have. We've
done an episode on it.
Yeah, we have an episode on that. You can go on, mosey on over to our YouTube channel, and we actually have a review on that one. Nick actually liked that one. If I do remember, I believe you did enjoy it, sir.
I think a little bit, yeah. It feels like you're at sea. It feels like salt water.
It's another with a lot of whiskey, it's all about the marketing, getting that marketing in, bottling, stuff like that. And their scheme was, we're going to put this, when they say ocean age, you think, ooh, that sounds, it's out there for like maybe 3-4 months out at sea. Then they bring it back and they bottle it and they sell it. So that's their marketing ploy, but it actually it's a good whiskey. And you can actually, when we were trying it, you actually got a little bit of that, you could pick up a slight bit of the brininess. Some people say it's a gimmick. You're just thinking about that, but we did, so maybe it's all mental in your head. Which is, the power of, what the heck's that called? Suggestion. That's it. Power of suggestion. So are you ready to whiskey?
Ready and able.
All right, let's do it. He's ready, finally. Almost.
I actually dinged this one with a different empty glass.
So we're trying the regular Blantons right now. This is 93 proof.
So the Blanton bottle I have, I don't know about you, but mine has an S on it. What letter do you have today?
Look at you. You get your little brown bag. Mine, actually, the one that I have open has a T. I have a T on mine.
Okay.
So,
all right. We're halfway there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're a quarter of the way because there's 8 letters you need, so we're working our way up. Now the letters, a lot of people, they're highly sought after. A lot of people try to complete the collection of them as you go along, collect all the letters so you can spell Blantons, and that's what it does with all the toppers there. And each topper, the horse is in a different position from the race, so there's 8 letters, 8 different positions of the race as they're going around. So that's pretty much how they're all in a different position on the stoppers themselves. The Blanton's Gold is the exact same thing. All the letters you can spell out Blanton's. It's just the gold edition. And Caribou Crossing, there's nothing. It's just, well, on mine, it's an older bottle. It's a maple leaf. But the newer bottles have a caribou on top, which is really cool. And
that is pretty cool.
We actually liked this Canadian whiskey when we did the review on it.
I remember that.
Really good. Actually, Nick picked one of these for his Christmas. Whiskeys for Christmas. This is one of Nick's Whiskeys for Christmas. Go check out that episode. I'll put it up there above Nick's head. The Whiskeys for Christmas. So it'll be up there. Yeah, right above you.
Not now, but later.
It's got a really nice nose.
Yeah.
You're getting the brown sugar, the oak, a little baking spice.
I'm getting like a chocolatey orange. Like a little cocoa, a little orange in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm getting a little chocolate.
Smells great.
It is. It's got a really nice nose. Now, again, with a lot of whiskeys, the thing is that you find is you have two sides, to the table. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Some people think it's overpriced, not worth it to even go looking for it. Depending on where you are in the country, Blanton's is super hard to find. I just shipped a bottle out to a friend of mine that couldn't find it. No, not the Blantons. I'm sorry. I did Eagle Rare to him, but he could find Blantons, but he had some. He may need a bottle of it. I can find it. I can usually find it myself pretty regularly. Have you had a problem ever finding it, Nick, or where have you gone?
There's a place right around the corner from my house that sells it frequently. Like, it's always there. So, there's only ever like 2 bottles there, but they always have it. So, T, good one.
Yeah.
Paul's drinking from a B.
Letter B. He's got a B bottle. And some people think that the letters are harder to find, certain letters. And actually, Bourbon Bay Becker did a little research on that. And it's actually that each bottle is bottled by hand and each topper is placed by hand. So they just basically like reach into a bin and whatever letters they come out. So it's just like a total randomness to letters that may go out. So maybe you've just the draw of the, maybe luck of the draw, you get, a whole batch, a bunch of B's that go out versus any of the other letters. Just because of where they're reaching in. There's nothing else. It's not like a set order, like I'm taking this. They take one at a time. It's just total randomness to it.
Wow.
Bill says he went to 5 liquor stores and no one had it.
Wow.
Bill, I don't know whereabouts you live. If it's I can't remember. Was it in Mass? I can't. If you live around here, I could tell you some places in Mass down by us that do carry it, that you can get it. But now here's the thing. It's the price point on it. When I first bought my first bottle of Blanton's, I think I paid like $50 for it. Right now, the average is between $65 and I've seen it all the way up to like $85 for a bottle. Me personally, I don't think I would pay $85. I'll pay, 65, 70, and that's my max point. I'm done at it. I'm not going to spend any more than that for the bottle. Some people say they find it pretty regular. They get it for like 54, like wherever they're getting it at. But
in Douglas, Massachusetts.
Douglas, Mass. Okay, I'm trying to think. I'd have to see how far that is from us. I don't think they had it out when we went out to, out in Natick. You know who might have is Julio's Liquors. I don't know if you've tried there. They carry a lot of stuff. They may have it. That's what when they get it, they get a lot in, but it's gone quick. So, hey Tony, how you doing, buddy? Welcome aboard. So he's in from Douglas. I don't know who's the Hay. I didn't see who the Hay.
That's Amanda Lebrecq.
Oh, Amanda Lebrecq in the house. Hey Amanda, how you doing? So, yeah, it's tough. It's weird. It's one of those things like, anything else. Like some people say the Buffalo Trace is hard to find. Again, that's one that I find all the time. But, yeah, on other bourbon groups, they're like searching for it. And it's like one of those tough to find whiskeys and a lot of even Eagle Rare sometimes. Did you go in for a sample yet there, buddy? Did you take a sip?
I was waiting for you.
All right, let's go. Let's do it.
All right.
It's nice. It's easy. Getting a little bit of the a little bit of the alcohol comes through on it, but I'm getting like that.
My mouth is like tingling.
Oh, well, wait for the next one, my friend. Wait for the gold, sir. Wait for the gold.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm getting a little alcohol, but I'm also the oak, the brown sugar in there. I'm also getting like that the orange chocolate you said earlier. I'm getting that citrus note now, just the citrus, not so much the chocolate on the actual palate.
Okay. Oh.
So, seeing if the Bourbon Babe's going to get any banana Laffy Taffy off this one.
And another thing, Bill, in the future, most liquor places, if they're like not a hole in a wall, if they're like a little bit bigger of a business, you can usually talk to the owner and they'll like place the order for you. I've gone to many places before that I'll go and say, hey, do you have this? And if they don't have it, I'll be like, can you put it in for me? And they'll be like, sure. And then they order it for you. They'll tell you what the price is. They'll let you know, and they'll let you know when it comes in. So you just got to find the right place for that sort of thing.
It is pretty much.
It is possible.
Definitely. It's really finding the right place, like Nick's saying. Like I go to this place in Fall River called J Liquors. He regularly has it, and also Cappy's in Fall River will have it, but they don't have it out on the shelf. Jay keeps it inside a case, and it's only one bottle, so you think that's all they have. When you ask for it, they go in the back and they get it. At Cappy's, you have to ask for it, and it's in the back also. So they don't keep it out on the shelf. You have to ask for it. So some liquor stores, you have to ask for it. They may keep it behind the counter, but just go up there and ask. Just because you don't see it out there, ask them if they have it. A lot of times it'll be in the back, much like the Weller and stuff like that. Ask them. Don't be afraid to go up and ask, because a lot of times, like I said, they keep it out of sight for whatever reason. You know, a $50 bottle, people they grab them up or they steal them off the shelf. So they don't want to keep them out. So, because it's such a high demand item. It's got, I mean, they're running kind of slowish, like medium on there on the legs on it. There is a little bit of oiliness to it, viscosity, if you will.
I love that word. The drip is like, yeah.
Yeah, it's slow. So it's got a little bit of oiliness.
I feel like it's like medium slow, like you said. Like it like, picks up a little bit.
You know, it's not going too quick, but it's slow enough that you know there's a little bit of oiliness going on in there.
Yeah. Which
also helps coat the tongue. So, you know, when you're taking that sip of it, you know, when we say that, you know, it's a little thin, you know, you hear sometimes in the terminology, it's a thin whiskey. That's just really the oiliness to it, like a oilier, heavier whiskey that'll coat your entire tongue there, and it'll last. It seems like it lasts a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Some water to open it up.
Getting like a lot of peppery notes and spices also in the back palate. The finish.
Yes, I agree.
So I added some water.
Okay. Bust out mine and give it a little try too, sir. There we go. A little water. Throwing it on in. But now, I don't know. You know, here's the whole thing. You know, we have quite a few people. We have 19 people going right now. I mean, I don't know where everyone lives. Spread out across Mass. Obviously, we have other people that are from other parts of the country. Is this something that everybody looks for, or have you tried Blanton's? Let us know in the comments. Let us know if you've actually tried it. Have you seen it? How much it costs out in your area? Is it a whiskey that if you've tried it, do you like it, and would you buy it again, or is it just like one of those one and done type deals? You know, you tried it, it was okay, and you just don't feel you have to buy another bottle.
I'm very down the line on that. Like, I'd buy a bottle again because I think that it's tasty, but at the same point, I also like trying new things. So I wouldn't this isn't one like some of the scotches we've had, the sweet ones up my alley that I'm like running out to get again. But it is a nice, like, if you ever see it, like you said, you see it in the store and it's cheap, I'd grab it. Why not? That's a great thing to bring out, like if you have some people over and stuff too.
Yeah, and I mean, people that I have talked to about it, like Paul says, it's a solid, well-rounded bourbon. You know what I mean? He wants to know how it's going to stack up against the gold.
I miss Paul. I haven't seen Paul since our episode.
Yeah, no, I know. It's been a while. We haven't seen Paul. He's when he came on for the Pappy episode, the unicorn episodes. But Paul was our first guest.
I'm getting a little bit of a candy note now with the water. like on the nose, like a candy apple sort of smell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that light candiness in there going on a little bit.
Yeah.
But definitely those peppers, like you said, like that little peppery note in the back with those baking spices. Blanton's is great, but on a table in Arkansas, so this must be Joe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Joe, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I had mentioned earlier about that I'd sent you out a couple of bottles of Joe of the Buffalo Trace and the Eagle Rare, and that if you needed a bottle of Blanton's, if I could find it for you, I'd send it out to you there when you needed it. It's like it's certain parts of the country, for whatever reason, they limit the sales or distribution to it, I guess, really, or they just all grabbed up. I don't know how that works. With the distribution wise, I mean, it's like Weller, like some parts, like I've seen pictures of people that live in Ohio and they have just like shelves full of Weller all over the place and it's dirt cheap. But when I see it, it's some of them, they want crazy prices for it, up in, $200 for a bottle of the Weller. And that's the Weller 107 or the Reserve, which are like the basic entry ones. You know what I mean? Not even the 12-year or any of that other stuff, the foolproof and stuff like that.
Lori says she hasn't seen it in Texas.
Okay, we have one person from Texas, Lori, and she says that she has never seen it out there when she's looked around. So,
but not specifically looked.
So it hasn't jumped out at her or attacked her off a shelf. So, but well, thank you, Lori, appreciate it. Could you use a site to send you? You could, Tony, if you can find a site that'll send it, and if you can find a site that will send it to you reasonably. That's really the thing. Like I am a member of Flaviar. We've talked about that before on the show, and you can find some whiskeys on there that are reasonable, and some of them, like the allocated ones that may be tougher to find, they ask a premium for you. So you'd be paying more above what you normally would pay at a store. So keep that in mind when you're looking. And again, you really shouldn't have to pay above $65-$70 for this, looking locally. And even some people would say that's too much to pay for it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I paid $65.99 for this.
Yep. Yeah, it bounces that, like, that's really like the line in there. I think Darren had said he had seen it for 64. He paid for it for 64 when he had seen it. So, it's in that range, $64 to $70. I definitely wouldn't spend over that for it. You know what I mean? Again, I've seen this. Some people have put it on the shelf, $120, $135. That's a no-go all day long. It's not worth it. For me anyway anymore. After having tried it, it's easy after you've tried it to say that, but if you really want it, it all depends on what you're comfortable spending for it. That's what it basically really comes down to. That is dude, it is, like Paul said, it's a very well-rounded, it's a good bourbon. Yeah. It's a good bourbon.
It really is. And like other people have commented too, it's great for, I think, a special occasion. You have people over, and why not sip on this? Share the wealth. It's pretty good. There's nothing wrong with it, truthfully. So,
Richard Morano commented, "Hey guys, I am in, and he's getting his blends."
There we go.
All right, let's pour out the gold right now. I'm gonna have a little comparison, a little gold here. Now, when I got this gold, the only way I could get this is I had a friend that went on a cruise, and he got it for me on the cruise ship through duty free. Wow. So the only way, it was only sold in international markets, and that's how you could get this, the Blanton's Gold. So
international markets.
Some of
pirate trade.
It's crazy. Like some are only released to the Asian market. Some are over in Europe. This one, it's cruise ships, and also I believe the Blanton Silver, I think, is another one you can get on cruise ships. So I said if they ever went on another cruise, that if they could look for the other bottle for me, I would definitely get that. But seeing as cruises are canceled for the foreseeable future right now, I don't think I'm going to be getting another bottle of Blanton's. I'll wait for the gold to come to the U.S. I do believe I won't say how much I paid for it. I'll let Nick take a guess at it later on the gold, because we haven't done that one on the show yet. But the prices on that one for the U.S. release, we'll talk about that too when we start getting into notes and stuff. Oh, actually, you want to go over the notes on the regular Blanton's? I kind of skipped over that part.
Sure.
All right. Sure. All right. So we got the Blanton single barrel. That one comes in with a 93 proof, 46.5% alcohol, has a mash bill of 80% corn, 15% rye, and 5% malted barley. Distillery is Buffalo Trace, and the parent company is Sazerac. Basically, it's, we did this on the show before, as mentioned above. The Rash, it's a high rye based bourbon mash bill, which includes the 15% grain rye from the famous middle section of their warehouse H. That's where this one is stored. Whether no matter which one it is, I do believe even the gold comes from warehouse H. So that's the historic little site there at the Buffalo Trace Distillery. They have the whole thing. They take you by it, show you warehouse H, and they ask the question, so what do you guys think that's in there? And you just tell them, if you tell them Blanton's, you totally ruin the tour guide's whole thing. He's like, oh.
I almost want to do that now.
There's always one in the crowd. All you guys, this is one of you guys.
Yeah.
A bourbon nerd out there somewhere. So that was me. I was the nerd on the tour. The stopper for Blanton's bottle is one of 8 different designs, a horse and a jockey. Each different cork corresponds to a different stage of a horse race and comes with one of the letters to spell out Blanton's. The appearance is an amber brown with moderate legs. So we were actually very good with that one, sir.
Right there.
Now I got these notes from Blanton's site itself was very limited. So I got these notes from somewhere else. I'll see where it was. Not normally something worth discussing in depth. Blanton's packaging is exception. The shape of the bottle resembles a hand grenade. Now, they actually put that in there. Nick thought it was the same thing during our episode. He was getting ready to chuck it around the apartment.
Yep.
On the nose is notes of citrus attributable to the rye grain and toffee from the barrel laid off up front, with soft notes of clove and caramel to follow. Overall, it's well balanced, but a bit soft. On the palate, it is similar to the nose. Citrus notes balanced with sweeter notes like vanilla and caramel lead off the front. Some very light floral notes. For the finish, the sweet notes completely dissipate, and the finish takes on a dry and slightly bitter tone with notes of toasted nut and oak joining in the floral and citrus notes. When I had bought this bottle at the time, it was $54.99 when I picked it up.
Wow, score.
Yeah, it was a score. That was actually a good price. Now, this is named after Colonel Albert Bacon Blanton.
Wow.
This guy, he actually started in the bourbon industry when he was 16 years old. He started as just working in the rick houses. He ended up running the entire company. So that's like the greatest move up story in the world.
Seriously.
Yep, that's crazy. He started in 1897 when he was 16. He was hired as a clerk in what was then called the OFC Distillery, which is the old-fashioned copper distillery in Kentucky. After learning about most of the aspects of it, bourbon making, Blanton was made the plant manager in 1912. So then, the distillery changed names to George T. Stagg a few years later. Then Prohibition struck. Blanton kept the distillery alive by bottling bourbon under a federal license for medicinal use, which there were 10 licenses at the time, and I believe it's only 7, if I remember my history correct. I think it was they only had 7 distilleries that did it. 6 under the medicinal license. Near the end of Prohibition, the then George T. Stagg Distillery was sold to Shenley Distillers, and Blanton stayed on as a plant manager there too. In 1959, Albert Blanton died. He was one of the very few industry men to be part of the bourbon from both and after Prohibition. So he started before Prohibition and lasted until after it. Pretty good story. I got the notes from the Whiskey Wash and the Bourbon Observer for a lot of the history on that. So
I thought those the notes on the palate and all that was pretty spot on. The floral note I got actually when I was sipping it, and you said that, I was like, oh, okay, so that's pretty good.
Yep, yeah, not bad at all. All right, what else we got? Have I missed any? Buffalo Trace product I can get local is Old Antique. Okay, watch your mouth, Joe. So, Joe Counters with Paul Lavelli. To be fair, I should try it before I get too judgy, but the price makes me think it's dirt.
It's not dirt.
No, not dirt. All right. You ready to get into this, sir? You ready to whiskey?
I am ready and able.
Yeah. There we go. We're in Blanton's Gold. Blanton's Gold.
Ooh. Wow.
A little bit stronger on the nose.
Oh, yeah. But
a different
it smells crisper, doesn't it? The first one smells weak compared to
this one has a little bit, for me, a little bit more of the vanilla comes through on this nose for me.
Oh, yeah.
Again, the oak, but also
I'm getting a maltiness.
Yes. Getting like a peppery spice note in there too, somewhat like a spicy note.
I'm getting like an old-fashioned smell, like a cherry and
Okay, so you're getting the
a
fruit
sweet
note.
vermouth. Not sweet vermouth, the bitters, sorry.
Oh, the bitters. Okay.
That would have been a Manhattan. But I could kind of see that in there too.
It's got a little bit of the. There's a little mustiness to this one for whatever reason. And the thing is, like, there's no age statement on these either. I don't believe. Let me look at that. No age statements on these. And you don't. It doesn't really tell you how old they are, but they're at least 4 years old. Yeah, no age statement on them. Won't tell you. But now the mystique and marketing of this, it's from the middle section of this Warehouse H, which is supposedly supposed to produce some of the best bourbon that they have. That's why they use it for their Blanton's line.
Mm-hmm.
So for whatever reason, it's in the perfect location at the distillery where they have this rick house, and it gets just the right amount of sun and just the right amount of cold. And that middle section is like the sweet spot in the entire rick house where they're pulling all these barrels from. So they do a lot of movement around, I do believe, at their rick houses at Buffalo Trace. So they'll move barrels from up to lower and move them around. So I imagine like once these barrels have hit their sweet spot and they're ready, they move other ones into that section to hopefully get them to that same point in the same amount of time. All right. I'm going to go in on the palate on this, buddy.
Same. I'm getting a little mint, by the way. Herbal mint.
Herbal mint.
Cheers.
Woo! Okay, definitely higher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the alcohol is definitely in there. You can tell it comes through.
Yep.
But cinnamon note right off the bat.
Yep. I'm getting a sweet cherry.
Okay. The oak, again, a little dry oak in there. Little maltiness too. Just a little, not a lot.
And the a little bit of pepper in there.
Yeah, it's got a spicy note in the background.
Yeah.
Maybe a little clove too.
Yeah.
That little
so maybe
clove
like
note.
an allspice.
Yeah,
incorporates all of it.
You know, like my deodorant, a little allspice.
A little allspice, you know.
Oh, mountain biking. I like getting lost. I don't know who that is.
Wow.
Oh, Aaron. Aaron in there. Hey, Aaron.
Gold's pretty good.
Yeah, the gold is good, and it's a higher proof. So it's 10 proof higher than the regular Blantons. Now, there's also a Blanton's green label, which comes in at 80 proof. So that if I could have had that one, that would have been a true test later on when we do it against the Caribou Crossing, just because the proofs are similar. So, you know, and again, the Caribou Crossing it's weird. It's a Canadian whiskey, but it's bottled at the Buffalo Trace Distillery in Kentucky. I suppose it's a weird thing. Supposedly they have like these 200,000 barrels somewhere that they purchased in Canada, Sazerac, when they bought out this company, and their master blender distiller picks from those to pick out. And it's a single barrel too, just like the Blantons.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But like I said, I mean, a lot of people call that one the Canadian Blantons. I mean, it's a very similar bottle style. The topper on top is very similar to the Blanton's topper. So
Aaron's joining us and got lost in the woods.
Well, you know, it happens.
So is there any sort of lettering on the gold one?
The gold ones are identical to the regular Blantons. It's just that it's just a high polished gold topper on it, and it has the same letters. And on this one, it's an N. I have an N on this top for the gold. So in reality, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to get all 8 of the Blanton's gold toppers, and you get all 8 of the regular ones, or however you're going to do them out, because I believe the toppers on the only other one would be the silver. Those toppers are actually like that plated, they look like that plated silver on there. So you'd want those. And all the other ones, I do think they like more of like that brass finish that's on top of the regular Blanton's bottles. Yeah, it's got that spicy note to it.
Yeah, there's like a real kick in the back, right?
Yeah.
Like right after
Yeah,
sipping it, it's like a jalapeno almost, just like spicy. Bam!
Well,
Right in your face.
I agree. It does have a little bit of something going on in there. It's a
Bam!
little, but I think it's.
Bam!
I really do. I think it's more of the alcohol, though. The alcohol going on.
Yeah.
There. Now we're adding water to this, so basically, what we're doing by adding water is we're taking it down to regular Blanton strength. In reality, it's all the same stuff. This stuff is the same mash bill that's in the original Blantons. This is just 103 proof versus the 93. And if we had the 80 proof, it's the same mash bill, just knocked down to 80. So by adding water, we're bringing it down, so it should, in reality, match up to when we first took the sip of the other Blantons.
Did you do that math like with Becca during remote learning?
I did. I did all that math. I could bring up. I have that chalkboard somewhere. I could put it up behind us again. That hurts. I could draw it behind
random
me.
Hand behind you. Watch out.
Yeah. Well, that's my extra hand. That's like my toes when I count on. It just comes up behind me.
You're like an octopus.
Yeah. Well, I'm hands.
Or just very flexible.
Not that flexible. My elbow. My elbow is proof. Not that flexible anymore. I can't even sit without injuring myself.
There is a scent in this that I cannot point out. That I'm trying to figure out. Tell me. It's nothing on our scent kit though. It's something else. Like one of those like where you would say it and then be like, yes.
Yeah, it's like it's that note that it's like that off one that you're not really sure of.
It'll come to me.
I'm going deep on this too, dude. And I can't get it. I want to say like a leathery kind of a note to it, a little bit there going on. It is very good. I like it. It's just got that higher proof to it. So if you like higher proof whiskeys, this is for you. Really. I mean, they do have
it's got a little kick, got a little fire.
It definitely
does. Great
taste.
So
let's see. James Finch said Blanton's barrel proof is about 130 proof. The barrel proof will pop her. Oh wait, we have a guess here from Paul.
I think Paul might be onto something.
He said maybe it's a Tootsie Pop.
Because I was saying that like it's like that candiness, but there's some cocoa. He's right there.
All right, hold on. Well, I'm going to slide out here. I'm going to show this amazingness here.
Wait. It might be. Let's see. Banana, bubblegum, Tootsie Roll, toffee. Oh, maybe it's just a little viscous. Check out this shirt. Isn't this the best thing you've ever seen? I got it as a gift today. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah.
Wait. Bourbon Babe.
You got to move it towards me.
Here comes the screen.
Bourbon Babe. There it is. Bourbon Babe on the back.
So you can take your pick. Whichever one you think it might be could be in there.
And see on the back, it says 01. That's how many questions she got wrong on the bourbon test. Mine would say 100%. She got one wrong, and we made a shirt out of it. I was one away from greatness. That's
You'll never be able to look at that shirt again without thinking that. That was absolutely
amazing. Hey, I mean, it was a great day. It really was. It was a lot of fun down there doing the executive bourbon course at the Moonshine University. It was fun. Yeah. They killed it. 8 hours, like we talked about before. 8 hours went by so fast that day. It was great.
I bet.
And the thing is, like, you would think, they want everybody. It doesn't matter that when you get your, you pay your money, you get your thing at the end. There was a whole bunch of people that failed. So it was like failures and if you want, they let you come back and you can take it again. But you can take the test again, I should say, to try to pass the test. But there was a whole bunch. I think there was like 6 people that actually didn't pass that day, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so the test, as long as if you know the material, you know the basics, you'll definitely get through it. And the instruction was really great that day. So, just take the notes and stuff. And there's nothing off the wall that they ask of you in the questions. It's just pay attention, really.
Gotcha. We're actually at our all-time high right now. We're up at 1 people right now.
Yeah, we had
it's the t-shirt.
It's the t-shirt. Becca says it's the t-shirt. Everybody wanted to see why she got one wrong. They thought it was on there, but it was not.
That's
Yeah,
an amazing shirt, though.
that was, a little awesomeness there. That shirt was pretty cool. She sent me pictures of it today. When she got it, she was like, "Oh my God, this is awesome." I had to keep it a secret. I knew about it. I kept it under wraps.
Wow, good job.
Yeah, thank you very much. But they would ask for the address, where to send it. I gave the address and said I was sending it out. It's going to be a special little T-shirt just for the Bourbon Babe. And there she is. She's got a Bourbon Babe shirt on. So that is a one-off right there. These shirts right here, these are like one of 12, I think we did, 14 shirts like this. Yeah. So there's not many. These are just like a test run to see how we like the, we like the logo. We like the backs on them. The black shirts have Abel the Armadillo on the back. If you haven't seen those before, I'll grab a shirt in a little while, maybe when we're doing in a little lull. But from the other room, just so you can see the back of it. So
you got to throw us out and throw us back in.
What was that?
You got to throw us out and throw us back in.
I'm going to throw you out. I'm tired of you. Well, then he's back. Hi.
You too.
Oh, and I'm back.
There we go.
So we do a little bit of that, because sometimes we get a little lag in it. Anna 40, Jesus, hey, what up, girl? I'm a bourbon virgin. Which do you suggest I try first? Love your shirt, Rebecca Alves. All right. So there's her comment right there. Anna, honestly, really, if you really want to get into bourbon world, the first one I would honestly have you try is probably, I told it to my nephew, but he didn't find it so exciting about it, really. But Eagle Rare, honestly, I think it's a really easy one to get into. It's easy sipper. Another one, if you really want to go sweet and really want to treat yourself, and I think it's really nice and it's delicious, is actually Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. I would suggest that one for a beginner, only because it doesn't come off as much of a proof as it is. It's a really easy sipper, and it's actually sweet, and it comes towards the sweeter notes. So if you like the sweeter notes, I would definitely go with that. But if you're shying away, maybe you've tried whiskey before, I would tell you try any flavored one. Try getting one of the flavored whiskeys. We've done a couple of those. Maybe one of the apples, the honey. There's a lot out there. A lot of brown sugar. Oh, the brown sugar bourbon. Ooh. There, I would definitely suggest that if you wanted to try
the BSB.
The BSB. Just try the regular brown sugar bourbon. It's a flavored one. It's the brown sugar. It is delicious. That one is amazing. It's sweet. You still get some of the whiskey that comes through on it, but it won't really kill you. But I would definitely suggest that one if you wanted to break yourself in really easy. Rather than jumping straight into a bourbon and then move up from there and try that Eagle Rare or the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked.
Gotcha.
BSB, that's right. Little BSB, that's good stuff.
Hey, you got to go up. Darren said maybe it's like an MTEL, and I would say that test probably was like an MTEL.
Oh, the teaching stuff. Everyone's talking teaching here. Teaching.
The stewardship that you two had to do was like an MTEL.
Yeah, I don't know what an MTEL is.
No, but an MTEL, like, you can't have open notes, so that's the difference.
Yeah, we could have open notes for that.
Yeah, we could. You could actually have open notes for this one. It was, if you had your notes written, you could literally just go right from it. I basically write in a foreign language anyway, so only I can read my notes, so no one else could, so it just looks like gibberish on a page. So I can understand it, but anybody else could never cheat off me because they will never understand what I'm writing down for them. So let me get into the notes on this. Again, it's the same mash bill as the regular Blantons. It's 103 proof. Man, my talking tonight is just terrible. 51.5% alcohol. Buffalo Trace, Sazerac is the company. The Bland's Gold Edition was created for a discerning connoisseur who appreciates exceptional smoothness and clean finish in their bourbon whiskey. The rich taste of dark fudge. Could that be what you were tasting, sir?
Oh,
citrus, oak, cream combined for the spiciness of white pepper and a rye that lead to a long finish that challenged the world's finest single malts and rarest cognacs in complexity and character. Best served neat or with a splash of water. On the nose, you get a caramel, dark fruit, vanilla, wood, candied citrus, a spice that slowly builds to prominence, and a bit of gourmet red licorice.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? There's a lot going on.
Red licorice.
On the palate, it says caramel, dark fruit again, orchard fruit, oak, vanilla. That same spice that starts low and builds cinnamon in a bergamot hybrid. Now, I don't know what bergamot is. The Bourbon Babe isn't giving me any answers either, so I guess she's never heard of that. Bergamot. It's Bergamot. A bergamot hybrid. Molasses and a slight touch of an herbal character. I believe you said something herbal there, Nick, didn't you earlier?
Yep.
The finish is long, slow, and it dissolves to brown sugar, oak spice, and that herbal character from the palate.
A bergamot is a fragrant citrus fruit from the tropical citrus bergamia plant.
Holy moly. Well, thank you. Did you look that up?
No, I knew it.
I was looking for someone. Well, maybe someone said something, and I was like, I don't see anything here.
Nope.
All right. Same notes on Colonel Blanton on this one. How much do you think this one cost?
Ooh.
And I'll tell you what it's supposed to cost when it comes to the U.S. for the U.S. release.
96.
Dude, nice job. $95.99. Now, when it comes out for its U.S. release, it's expected to come out at about, from what I had read, $120 to $130, somewhere in that price range for this one. So it's a lot pricier than the international one for whatever reason when I got it. I don't know why they're bumping it up like that. I don't know if it's going to be a bigger market. That's why, and it's going to be shorter supplies on it. So they think they can drive up the price point. I'm not sure, but we'll see how it goes when they do the release. I think it's supposed to be more towards the later end of summer, I do believe, for the release on it. Again, these notes are from the Whiskey Jug and the Bourbon Observer, again, for history on that. So that is Blanton's that we did there. Has anyone ever tried that's watching us this evening the Blanton's Gold or any of the other Blantons? There's a Blanton's Black. There's a whole bunch of different ones. If you're international and you've traveled abroad a little bit, you may have experienced some of those because a lot of them are in the other markets out there. So let us know if you've tried one of the other ones outside of me. Even if you've tried the Gold, let us know if you've tried the Gold. And while we have everyone here, I'm going to get back into and tell you what our giveaway is tonight. If you missed it earlier, our giveaway this evening is we have 2 giveaways, okay? And the first person, the first drawing, the first winner will get to choose which one they want. So for our first prize, it is a bottle of Blanton's. We'll be giving away a 750 milliliter bottle of Blanton's, and a sample of the Blanton's Gold will come with that. For our second prize, we have a T-shirt. We have some red T-shirts left, and we have some black T-shirts left. You'll get to choose if you want a red or a black, and you're going to get a sample of the regular Blanton's and the Blanton's Gold. Now, our first place drawing winner, whoever comes out first, will get to choose between those two what they want. Runner-up will get what's left over. So that's what we have. Oh, that's the medium, right? So Bourbon Bay Beck is getting the red to show what the red looks like versus the black. Without the sticker on it. Spilling the sticker right now. Actually, there's a black one over there.
We also got some people talking.
So here's the red.
Lori, I love Woodford on my first trip. Darren Evan Williams is a good beginner. Yep. Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Better late than never. Hi. And awesome. Jones. Thank you. I'll try those. Darren, good thing you have no idea of this test, Derek.
Yeah, no, I have no idea about these tests. The MTEL, anything going on with that. I hear the stories of it, but that's it. Okay, so that was the red shirt. These are the black ones. They say keeping it neat on the front, and on the reverse side of it, you get to proudly display that you are kinfolk. Oh, got to get in the front there. We are kinfolk there. We got Abel. It says, are you ready to whiskey at the bottom? So, that's what's on the back side of the black T-shirts. So just so you know what you're getting into when you do it. Okay, so you want to get into the Caribou Crossing, sir?
I am ready, and I am able.
Oh, I wish I could say I was, but...
Oh, wow. Oh. Listen, I'm all ready to go.
I know you are.
And wait.
That's amazing. I'm impressed that you were ready to roll. I am not. I'm getting my whiskey out now, sir. All right, you ready to whiskey?
I'm ready and able.
All right. Nice. And there we go. I always have one extra glass just for clinking. Now,
nice. Me too.
Okay, it's a totally different nose.
Oh my God, it's so light.
It is super light. Now,
wow.
this is one of the Canadian whiskeys, one of the few Canadian whiskeys I think we've tried that we've liked. Again, I can't compare it to Blanton's because I don't think it's on the same scale. I wanted to because it's called, in some circles, it's called the Canadian Blanton's. Just for the similarity in the bottle shape that's going on, the topper on top of it. It actually comes with a blue bag wrapped around it, just like the brown bag that comes around the Blanton's bottles that you may get. Here's the thing. When you buy the Blanton's bottles, sometimes they're out on the shelf. There is no bag. If it's just the bottle itself. When you get it in the box, it actually comes with the bag. So I bought some bottles that have had no bag, and I just recently bought one that came with a bag. So
it's funny you say that because when I was buying mine, there was one not in a bottle right in the front, so you knew what you're buying, sort of thing. And then the boxes were behind it. And there was, I think, one or two. And I was like, "Can I have the box?" And then that's how I got mine. That's how I got mine, a little bag, a nice little Blanton's bag. You can use these bags for many different things.
You can. You can wear it as a loincloth, running around your house if you want.
If you can fit into that, I'd be surprised.
Face mask if you want, wear that out and probably display that you're way too into alcohol, maybe.
Yeah, no one's going to
wear that one to school if you're a teacher.
Yep.
So Amos says that he has a bottle of Blanton, still hasn't tried it. Tonight was the night to open that bottle up, my friend. You could have been sipping along. I don't know who gave. I think this gave you the finger. I guess that's for you, Nick. I don't know.
The finger?
Oh no, that's my buddy Connors. Hello, Eric. You're in. Thank you. There's his comment. There's his comment to be entered to win. Thank you.
I'm like, I haven't done anything.
Oh, they don't have extra small. There's a whole comment section going on there. Off screen, I don't see. There's a war going on. Oh, and Robert Bubba Lane, there's no Captain and Coke here. Okay. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Bubba won a couple of weeks ago. He won the Maker's Mark Cask Strength. He actually loved it, but he said it's very strong, which it is. That is it's like 119 proof. I think that one was that Cask Strength that he won. But he had that one night, posted a nice picture on our Facebook group about it. Also, if you haven't yet, why I remember to do this, we seem to skip it every time we do a live. But if you could, please go over and subscribe on our YouTube channel.
We need one more to hit 350.
If you haven't done so, please do it. We'll get to 350 people if you do that. We'll reach 350. And actually in a little less than a month will be our 1 year anniversary. We would like to get to 400 if we could, but I'll be happy with 350 something.
Will you? Will you be happy?
I'll be a little down, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a number in my mind, and you know what? Maybe I'll just cry myself to sleep that night, but that's okay. I'll get through.
Oh man, I know it's been a journey. It's crazy in a year, like where we've come from. So
we started out. We just started with the channel, and then we said we're going to make a group too, so we could get try to get more people in, on a different level if they didn't want to really go in on the to watch us on every time. And then we said, you know what, we're going to make them watch us because now we're just going to do lives on the Facebook group. So you can't get away from us. So you may as well just subscribe. That's what we want. So subscribe to us on YouTube, even if you don't watch YouTube. Subscribe to us because the more people that we get, it allows us to do more on that channel and expand out, get a community page. And that's what really we want to do. We're trying to expand, our group on that. We're also on Twitter. We're on Instagram. So, if you follow Instagram or Twitter, hit us up on that. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We post a lot of times on there too. We post a lot of the stuff outside that we don't do in our group. I post on that every day. Sometimes every day, but I also post our videos on those. Nick takes care of the Instagram page. He posts the videos up on there that we do. This is our highest right now, my friend Nick. We got 26 people.
It is. It really is.
It's a totally different nose on this.
Oh, totally different. It's very light, but it's like honey, a little bit of citrus.
Yep.
It's just so much weaker than the other two, so it's very hard to, I feel like, break it down in a way. Like now that we just went from the gold to this, it's like.
Yeah, it's definitely a down. You're stepping way down on this one. Rick Archibald, hello, sir. It's got that light, again, that lower proof, so it's coming in it's really easy drinking. It's got a sweet, like you said before on the note, it's got a sweet honey note to it. It's got a slight citrus. It's got a little bit of like a mapley, like a sugary kind of deal going on in there.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? It's the taste is very similar to the nose, and that's not always the case. But
True.
for this one, it is. The transparency between the two is just perfect.
Yep. No, you're absolutely correct with that, sir. That's
one side of the shirt can say transparency, and then the other one can say the other one. It's on her shirt. What's it with the V?
Oh,
viscosity.
Viscosity. You will have some viscosity.
That's the shirt we need. Viscosity and transparency.
Well, the legs on this one run a little bit quicker, so it does not have the same viscosity as the other ones.
Indubitably.
Indubitably, sir. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, at any point, if my hair gets too crazy, I did bring my comb.
Oh, thank goodness, because that's what all our viewers want to see you comb your hair like the Fonz.
Hey.
Dude, you have like 2 giant cowlicks over here.
Dude, I know, right here. You know what it is? It's because I was like doing stuff, so now it's settled. It's not like like usually I put like stuff in it and whatever, but right now I'm just flowing.
Like just settled in. That's just where it's going to be from now on. I like it.
Yep. I know it is. It is crazy.
Oh, what do we got here, Bourbon Babe? We have 21 entries.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Nice. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, we get some peeps in there.
Why not win free stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's free. All you have to do is
we got it. Someone did it. I don't know who you are, but we got 350 on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Boom.
Sweet. I'll have to check. Thank you so much. There it is. Nope, couldn't see it at all. It was way too close. Washing it all out.
It's there, though, so thank you for whoever it was. Because
yes, look, it's like taking the Laffy Taffy and go, look, I win. Look at that. Can't you see that's delicious?
No one-liners.
But yeah,
which we did have that debate.
Whoever just subscribed, 350. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
But I will make an announcement about that when I get to 353, because every time I say, yay, we made 350, I lose like 2 viewers for whatever reason. It happens every time. I don't know. Honestly, there was like a bot. It was like, I called it the banana bot. It would be like someone come in and they can make comments on YouTube, obviously, and they'd go like, oh, great, loved it. It was a little emoji banana, and that would do it. But now it was a different name every time. And then like we'd get so many subscribers, and I'd go, yay, we reached 200. Then it would drop right off and go to 199, and that bot was gone. And then the bot would come back with a different name, but the same banana. So I called it the banana bot, would just jump in and out. So I don't know who it is, but I don't like being messed with.
It's all the banana. The banana's just striking you left and right.
Yeah, the banana bot. So everybody who might be watching right now, please comment if you haven't done so yet on the stream right now, on the live. You'll be entered into a drawing to win a bottle of Blanton's, a sample of Blanton's Gold, a T-shirt, and a sample bottle of Blanton's and a sample bottle of Blanton's Gold. So there's a couple opportunities. If you don't comment, you won't win. So make sure you comment. That's all I got to say, because we're going to be doing that drawing very shortly. I'm going to read the notes on this one, the Caribou Crossing, in a second. Nick will sit there and look sophisticated with his amazing hair. Yeah, buddy. All right. So this is a single barrel Canadian whiskey. It's 80 proof, 40% alcohol, no age statement. Now, the one thing I will say about Canadian whiskeys is in Canada, in Canadian whiskey in general, they can add coloring and they can add flavor to their whiskeys. So with that in mind, sometimes what you're tasting really isn't what the whiskey is, because they've, had an additive to it. Caribou Crossing lays claim to being the world's first single-barrel Canadian whiskey. In addition to being a single barrel, its packaging shares many similarities to Sazerac's Blanton single-barrel bourbon, in that each bottle is bottled by hand. Caribou is bottled at the supposedly at the Old Montreal distillery, and similar to Blanton's brown bag, each bottle of Caribou comes in a blue bag. These are bottled twice a year in I think it's the spring and the fall, I believe, at Buffalo Trace. So these are bottled at the Buffalo Trace distillery in Kentucky. They are selected from over 200,000 barrels by their master blender, Drew Mayville. The nose is caramel. Now, this one I didn't
get caramel. I got vanilla a lot.
Marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
Corn and light oak.
Okay.
The palate, I love it. Okay, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
The palate, much like the nose, is light in its intensity. Light vanilla, caramel dominate, and the faintest hint of a grain in the background. So in this one, the actual nose does come off on the palate, like you said.
Okay, see?
The finish is on the short side with vanilla oak and a hint of melted marshmallow pulling through. Nick, do you know how much this one costs, sir? Or what I paid for it, which I probably overpaid for.
$39.99.
That is wrong, Bob. It is $52.
I got the first one right. I'll take
you
that.
You did. You nailed it, dude. You nailed that. You nailed the gold. This is from the notes are from Breaking Bourbon.
How much was it?
$52 is what I paid for it when I saw it.
Right.
And I've seen it. It's averages from what I've seen at different places, $48 up to like 54 in that range, kind of bouncing around in there. Again, I think it's because it's that single barrel. They kind of put that spin on it. It's something different. So, it kind of drives the price up a little bit.
Okay.
So we have the wheel, folks. So what we're going to do in a second here is I'll pull it up and we'll show I'll actually read off the names. Number one, that's what I'm going to do. I'll read off all of everyone's name. We're going to do a shuffle on the names because they were entered as the people came on. So we're going to do our shuffle that we do. We're going to press the shuffle button. It's going to shuffle.
Comment now to be entered.
Yes, definitely comment now or forever hold your peace. If you don't get it, I'm going to take Nick out because he is sketchy and eating crackers right now. Wow, fisting those crackers into his mouth. Holy moly.
I needed it.
Okay, geesh, all right. I just, I wanted you to stop at your elbow, but you didn't. You just kept going. But go for it, buddy. Oh, wait. No, there you go. The hair. As long as you get the hair done, my friend. So
everyone's saying in the chat you're jealous of it.
I am way jealous. You kidding me? Look at this. My hairline starts back here. And
it tries to grow forward.
It's actually, I don't know if that's the back of my hairline or if that's my back hair coming up. So I don't know where that comes in between those
When's
two.
the last time you grew out your hair?
1980 something, probably in high school.
Wow.
1989, my senior year was the last time. And ever since then, stress and just life have taken its toll on me. And as you can see, I actually had it. It started right here, right above my eyebrows. This is where my hairline was. It was just one monobrow that went across with hair back. So can you
monobrow haircut?
Yep, monobrow and just feathered, a feathered monobrow. So I actually had two big eyelashes that just went back over my head.
That's amazing.
So for people that we have for this, oh wait, she's adding one. Moving in, who is it?
Joey.
Someone said they just subscribed to the channel, but I can't read whose comment it is. Oh, it was Joey. Oh, thanks, Joey.
Oh, so there you go. So Joey Lynn Clark.
Yep.
Joey, so thank you very much, Joey, for being 350. Appreciate it, sir. Amanda Johnson, so disappointed this won't let me add Zoolander GIF.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to read off.
You should totally do the Photoshop. Totally risk getting in trouble and put my face on a Zoolander poster.
Well, see, I could get away with that. I could get away because it's not that, and as long as I don't have any sound or anything like that, I could do a picture of you with a Zoolander body. That's no.
We should both be in it, though. You got to find the perfect picture.
I can do something. I mean, it's easy enough now, but it's a matter of it was the sound and the talking from that 300 thing that really screwed us over with that. I mean, it wasn't bad. It's a live and learn, and we learned it was a light lesson, so it didn't hurt us too bad. So I've got in the contest right now, we have James Finch, Darren Morano, Brian Ferrari, Laurie Tonneson, Bill Kitcher, Karen Lavelli, Joe Valenti, Paul Lavelli, Jeff Rawson, Tony D'Agostino, Amanda Lebrecq, Joe Clevenger, Richard Morano, Susan Reddy, Amos Ribeiro, Aaron Lebrecq, Robert Bubbalane, Eric Connors, Anna Forty DeJesus, Amanda Johnson, Rick Archibald, and Joey Lynn Clark for a total of 22 entries at this time. So this is the most people I think are drawings.
Nice.
So if we have missed anyone, I just said all the names. If we missed anyone, please comment now. We're going to give you, it's 109.19, and we're going to give you till it's at 110.10. So 110.10 of the live. We're going to
not a second more. That's it.
More. I'm giving you a minute to make a comment. If we missed your name, I just read them all.
Oh, wait a minute. On Facebook, my buddy Taco just answered. His real name's Steve, but I've always called him Taco. It's our college thing. So you can't share what he like commented, but
What did
it's
he do
there.
on what Facebook?
On YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube? It should come up over here. Oh, wait, there it is. El
Yep.
Taco.
Don't
El
read
Taco
it out loud.
Grande.
Don't read it out.
No, we're not going to read it out. We're not going to show that. But El Taco Grande, you are in.
Oh man, I hope you win.
Dude, that's crazy. All right, El Taco, you're in, my friend.
He'd be good for one of our like
Thank you.
private sessions when we're recording and have to edit out half the episode.
Wow. I'm glad I did. I was just about to click on it too. I'm glad I did it.
I was like,
I was just
no!
trying to keep it a little professional, but thank you, El Taco, for that. If anybody wants to see what El Taco put, you're going to have to go to the YouTube page and look at the comments down below.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to bring it up here. I'm going to add it in. I'm going to go big screen with this puppy. So here it is, folks. Did you do the shuffle, my dear?
Nope.
Oh, we're pressing the shuffle up here in the corner. Shuffled. All the names are shuffled. We're going to do this. So this is going to be for the first person in the drawing. We'll get to have the pick between the two choices. You either get a choice of the bottle of Blanton's with a sample of the Blanton's Gold, or you can pick the T-shirt, which we have the red T-shirt. We have it in extra large and double extra large. And in the black T-shirt, we only have double extra large. So,
Wait. Somebody's saying I missed somebody. Oh, no, I didn't. Jeff Rawson's.
Yep, Jeff Rawson's in there. Thank you, Tony. Oh, he's just saying hi, I think.
Yeah.
And for the other drawing, we have a T-shirt with a sample of Blanton's and a sample of Blanton's Gold. So whoever's drawn first will get a choice between those two, and you'll let us know after we've confirmed everything. So actually, we're going to draw 3 names if we don't know if we don't know you and we don't know if you're 21 or not. We're going to draw 3 names here just to make sure, so that way we have some fallbacks to go to if we have to. So
I also do.
Number 1, are you ready, Nick? Can we do this?
Oh, I was gonna say I do have to give a shout out to Tori. So hi, Tori. And then
all right, shout out to Tori. Hello, Tori.
Did
Tori comment?
No, it's just
just shout out.
Hi, Tori.
Shout out. That was a Nick thing. He had to do that.
Yep.
All right, so here we go for the first spin. Ooh, with sound. It's exciting. Oh, Susan.
Hey, Sue
Hey,
Redding! I work with Sue.
Congratulations, Susan. Great job.
You want Susan?
Yep, Susan, let us know what you want. Put it into hit us up on email or direct message me or Nick if you know Nick or you know have his text. You can
I
text.
can get it to her.
All right, cool. I like that because I don't have to pay postage. Even better. So let Nick know what you want. Now our number 2, runner-up number 2. What do we got?
Oops, wait a second.
Oh, wait a second. She's fixing it. She's sliding it up so we can centering. Here's the spin. Runner-up number 1. Woo! Joe Clevenger.
Woo!
Congratulations, Mr. Joe. So, yep, I know Joe, so we don't have to actually do a third. But you know what? Let's do it for fun to see who doesn't win anything.
Okay, let me shuffle.
Shuffling, and here comes the spin. You win absolutely nothing, but it gives you a chance, and we'll go yay even though.
Oh, Darren! Oh!
Darren. Sorry, Darren. All right. Well, like I said, in the T-shirts, in the reds, which has no printing on the back, it just says keeping it neat on the front. Let me get me and Nick back in here. Pull that down. There we are. So in the T-shirts, we have a red, we have an extra large and a double extra large. In the blacks, we only have double extra large left. So let us know what you want in those sizes. Actually, do you know what Susan wants there, Nick? Did she say?
Let me ask her. She's texting me right now.
Yeah, let us know which one you want, Susan, so we know where we're going with this. I mean, rather than having to talk to people tomorrow, if we can get it all wrapped up today, we will. But not that it really matters to me. Nick can talk about it offline. Joe Clevenger, I will let you know, my friend, what you get. I will send you a sample of the Blantons or the Blanton's Gold, depending what Susan picks. I don't know what she's going to want. Who knows?
Said Nick chooses. You choose Nick.
Whoa, Nick chooses.
I have to wait. Who's telling me I have to choose?
Susan said that. She made a comment. Whoa. Did she make a comment on that?
Right there. You choose Nick.
You choose Nick. Woo! Wow! Wow! Putting the pressure on Nick.
Wow.
I'm gonna get my napkin because this is tough.
My AC went off. I'm dying.
I know, right?
Oh,
That's a tough choice there, buddy. I mean,
maybe if I just keep eating crackers, I never have to answer.
She'll eventually just text you the answer.
I'm gonna give Sue a shirt with the 2 samples.
So what size shirt? Does Susan want the red shirt probably in the extra large? Or are you going to give her the shirt off your back? In the black.
Let's see if she...
Don't wash it. That was part of it. Can't be washed.
Let's see.
Oh,
okay.
Boy.
Yep.
She's going with a t-shirt?
Going with the t-shirt. She's going with the red XL.
Right. Joe Clevenger, you are sir.
But I do have to give her a side of crackers. So I'll get her some saltines or some Ritz, whichever she prefers, and then we'll be all set.
That's fair enough. Well, all right, everyone. Thank you so much. Joe, I'm going to get in touch with you, sir. I will get that in the mail. We're going to send you out the bottle with a sample of the gold. Get that to you there. So everyone, thank you so much for watching me and Nick tonight. We were a little silly. We were a little funny. We tried to keep it, light and airy. Just, that's what we like the crackers Nick likes, light and airy.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. So, Taco, thank you so much for that amazing comment that no one can ever see, but it was hilarious.
He already texted my group chat with my buddies and was like, I said the most glorious comment of all time, but Nick refused to read it.
He did refuse to read it. We did. We refused to read it and to show it. I almost showed it, and Nick said, "Don't show it though." But thank you everybody for watching us tonight. This was the largest group so far that we've had for viewers live. We love it. We're always doing something different. We're always trying to do some kind of a giveaway. Tune into us next week. We've got a little something special planned for next week's. A little something not really different, but it's going to be a good giveaway. Don't you worry. I'm sure there'll be another t-shirt giveaway next week. Definitely. As far as what the bottle is, I think it's going to be a bourbon of some type that's hard to find. So that's what I'm going with. But on behalf of me, Derek, the executive bourbon steward, and
the executive bartender, Nick.
Unbelievable.
We've never closed with our names, so I was like,
I know. I threw you all off. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching tonight. Remember to subscribe, comment, go check out our YouTube channel, make some comments there. Definitely subscribe if you have not. Trying to drive them viewers up. We appreciate you. We appreciate all of our kinfolk. So
yes, we do.
Hoping that everyone finds a little bit of luxury
in an otherwise ordinary life.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care.
Hey, we did it. We did it.